Welcome to Two Hotties and a Naughty, a podcast about life's little victories, hotties, and constant disappointments, naughties. Here are your hosts, Michael Beck, Hicks, and Dwight Slappe.
Welcome to Two Hotties and a Naughty. I'm Dwight Slappe.
I'm Michael Beck.
And I'm Hicks.
Now, usually we hop right into the topics, but today we have a little show business we need to take care of. And I think these two things pair hand in hand that we're going to discuss. One of which you have a correction, Michael Beck, correct?
Yes, I do. Listeners, I made a mistake last episode. I said that I was 46 years old. That is incorrect. That is incorrect, and I do know how old I am, and I am, in fact, 44 years old. Thank you.
I like how it was off more than a year.
Right. That's just one. Like, he didn't undersell it like some people do. Oh, I forgot I had a birthday this year. I'm now 44. Like, if you say 43, okay. You went 2 years into the future, my friend.
I got so many angry texts from my brother about it, who I assume has been telling people, oh yeah, I'm 2 years younger than my brother. So then I just tacked an extra 2 years.
Wouldn't it be better if he was 4 years younger than you, though? Wouldn't it be better for him?
I drag him around like Marley in his lock boxes.
It's like, don't worry, everybody. There's at least 4 years before I look like that. At least 4. As I said before, I think this pairs well because right before we started recording, Beck's lovely wife, Crystal, sent us all a text saying that she had won concert tickets this weekend in Richmond and that Beck had not heard of any of the bands performing at the festival. Now, Slice, would you like to reveal who the two headliners of this festival are?
I will. Let me see if I can pronounce them correctly because I mean, who's heard of these guys? There's someone called the Lumineers, and Vampire Weekend. Wow. No. Those ring a bell there, my dear 44-year-old friend. Do they?
Are we sure this may not even be a concert? This might be an electricians union and a LARPing convention happening at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I would love it to be a LARPing connection and the first thing, too. Those both sound so much better than whatever this bullshit I'm being taken to is going to be.
Now, what if they have an air trombone here? What if they, in between, they have like call people up on stage to do Stars and Stripes Forever?
No.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody else. As long as Beck is high enough to do the air trombone on his own, he'll be fine. If you start loudly shouting during the Vampire Weekend set, so when are they going to break out some trombones, elbowing the people next to you?
I mean, that is pretty typical crowd behavior on my part, in my defense.
I'm sure you'll have fun this weekend. Slice, you're going to you're going to Healing Appalachia this weekend? From
yes,
what
I
was using context clues from a previous conversation we were having.
Yeah. So I'm also going to a music festival, Healing Appalachia, over in Ashland, Kentucky, volunteering with my wife, Autumn, to teach people how to administer Narcan. And we're going to be camping. Got some great acts going on. A little guy named Chris Stapleton, one named Tyler Childers. Should be a good time. But there's no Rainbow Kitty surprise at my one. So my concert there, Beck. So pretty jealous.
You guys will be happy to know I, too, have big plans this weekend. I am going to the Mothman Festival in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, which brings us to our first category. What is the hottiest cryptid? That's right. And of course, my answer is going to be the Mothman, West Virginia's primary, but not only cryptid. Let's not get crazy. West Virginia has a plethora of mysterious and beautiful cryptids that we must preserve and conserve. Now, if you all don't know about the Mothman, he was first sighted in November of 1966 in the Point Pleasant area, in an area they called the TNT area, which was a munitions plant for the U.S. during World War II. Two young couples were driving down the road, and they saw a large winged figure with glowing red eyes that then chased their car. Now, this is the first sighting. Several sightings happened in the weeks after. A man named Newell Partridge saw him in a field. He said his eyes looked like bicycle reflectors. He also blamed the Mothman for the buzzing in his TV and the disappearance of his German Shepherd. Now, I don't know about this Newell fellow. Seems like he's got a lot going on. I guess after talking to Newell, the sheriff of Point Pleasant, just assumed this was a large heron that he called a shite poke. A shite poke.
And Mothman took great offense to that.
Man, never call a cryptid a shite poke.
A shite poke is also a useful reminder that, hey, we're in West Virginia for the story. Yeah, I like that.
It's right on the border. Some of these people could have been from Ohio, so let's not give them all.
Yeah,
they're all from West Virginia. So there are a series. There are a series of Mothman sightings leading up to the Silver Bridge collapse. This is, I believe, still the deadliest bridge collapse in U.S. history, and 46 people were killed December 15th, 1967. And people think Mothman either caused the collapse or was a harbinger or was there to warn people that there was imminent doom. And he's been spotted, supposedly, he was spotted in Chernobyl in 1986. He was spotted at a apartment collapse in Moscow in 1999 and at Fukushima in 2011. My thought is that he is not causing these disasters. He is just a infrastructure enthusiast who likes to point out when things are about to fail. He probably has a degree in civil engineering, but maybe I don't know. Maybe he opened a restaurant. That's what he doesn't do professionally, but on the side, he likes to point out when things are about to go haywire.
And maybe he would have spoken up in all these tragedies, but that stupid sheriff calling him that shite poke really rubbed him the wrong way. He's like, you know what? Fuck these guys. You know what?
Right.
All right.
Instead of going directly to the sheriff, like he would have, he was like, this guy's not going to trust me. This guy thinks I'm a goddamn heron. So let me just fly above the bridge a little bit. People will get it. They're like, hey, don't fly here.
Yeah. The horrifying monster is over the bridge. Maybe we should stay away from the bridge for a few days.
Now, why would you call him horrifying? You don't know. He's probably kind of cute.
Yeah, it's really insensitive.
That's what your neighbor said when you moved in the neighborhood. Don't go there. There's that horrifying monster moving his furniture and clothes into that house.
Let's cut down this tree just to really get that monster.
To all of the Mothmen of the world and beyond, I apologize. My words were insensitive.
Doing my research, I saw in 2017 and a few years after that, there were a lot of sightings in Chicago of the Mothman. And I'm wondering if West Virginia just became too red for Mothman. So he moved to Chicago.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Beck, who do you think the hottiest cryptid is? Or what is the hottiest cryptid? I'm sorry if I'm giving them all personalities. And
imagine my cryptid has a personality. I've selected, of course, Sasquatch. Sasquatch is fun to say. Sasquatch seems cool. I don't know. I would not ever choose to hang out in the woods, but he seems to like it. And if you want to get really weird into things, like, what about Mrs. Sasquatch? She's out there, and Sasquatch Sally and Johnny and Sasquatch Society, where they have Sasquatch postal services and Sasquatch swimming pools.
There's Sasquatch infrastructure that Mothman is probably very interested in.
Yes, they are. Yeah, because
and you brought up a good point. I should be saying they with Mothman because it could be a Mothman.
True.
Mothman. I like that.
Do you have any theories about Sasquatch or Bigfoot?
Well, I think that Sasquatch, if he exists, probably lives in Canada. I think that that Sasquatch likes Canadian things like maple syrup because he can make that out in his jungly, not jungle. I guess they don't really have jungles.
No,
The tropical rainforest of Ottawa.
cold tundra jungle. Every time a Sasquatch sees another Sasquatch, they say, "Hey, it's a jungle out here." Not really, but you get it.
Yes. All of that is very true. It's very true. And Sasquatch really prefers a high density urban area for his Sasquatch society in the woods. They really like to make sure they're building densely with residential, commercial, and industrial all zoned together. That way everything else can be forest.
Right, they're pre-planned Sasquatch society. That's just not like, hey, let's build a building. There's a permit structure is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. Well, because really, as we're discovering, it seems that cryptid culture is largely built around maintaining excellent infrastructure. So,
now, do you think Sasquatch really does enjoy beef jerky like Jack Links would like us to believe?
That seems like human Yeti propaganda somehow.
I mean, that's, I'm curious.
Wouldn't isn't that cannibalism somehow?
Well,
I mean, I know we eat beef jerky.
Wait a minute.
But
is Sasquatch
do you think
cow?
beef jerky? Do you think beef jerky is Sasquatch?
Sasquatch is more closely related to the cow than we are.
Do you think when you snap into a Slim Jim, do you think Jim is a Sasquatch?
And does Jim have four stomachs?
He's not. Now, Sasquatch does have 4 stomachs. That's
okay.
true.
It's for all the maple syrup he's eating.
Now, is the methane from Sasquatch
If he didn't have 4 stomachs, he'd be a horrible diabetic. Sorry, Slim.
I don't want to think about Sasquatch toe amputations. This is sad.
And I'm going to bring things up a bit because I can see Beck's getting sad thinking about those toe amputations. So, as Dwight mentioned, West Virginia's got many wild and wonderful cryptids. But having lived in the Maryland region for the past 19 years or so, I'm gonna go a few states over, and my hottiest cryptid is gonna be the Maryland Goatman. That's right, Goatman. So over in PG County, Maryland, for many years, it really came about, like, got really popular in the 60s and 70s. But this Goatman, this figure who would be between 7 and 8 feet tall, about 300 pounds, and this is the cool part, wields an axe. He's got, like, the lower body of a goat, the torso of a man. Now, I've heard that the head is kind of like a blend of, goat and man. So think of like Mr. Tumnus on that juice. So he's out there with his axe. He's just roaming the agricultural area out there. And he's taking that axe. And see, this is how they would find many animals like decapitated cleanly. And they would say, this is the Goatman's doing. And this has been going on. There were tales of couples going out, teenagers, people, couples in college going out to try to make out somewhere. And then Goatman showed up. Oh, they got out of there real quick, but they saw this giant, massive figure with his axe. And some said red eyes. I don't know. I think sometimes people just automatically, resort to red eyes when they see a cryptid. But, maybe Goatman does have red eyes. I don't know.
I like that the cryptid is definitely real, but the red eyes are bullshit.
No, the red eyes is a feature that's very stereotypical. I don't think all of them have red eyes.
I'm also totally unsurprised that you've picked a cryptid Goatman whose whole existence is to destroy the civilization that my cryptids have built.
That's right.
Hacking off heads and killing pigs.
We love running themes on here.
Giving Jim Brewer a career.
That's right. Well, and then there are some theories that say that Goatman was actually the result of a scientist who was back in like the early, I don't know, or around 1920 on the agricultural reserve out in Beltsville, Maryland, and he was doing research on goats, and an experiment went horribly wrong, and basically he became the Goatman. And there's also some that say there was like a guy who had a bunch of goats, and some teenagers came along and killed them, and I guess through some dark act he became the Goatman, and he's out there like avenging. So there's many great origin stories for the Goatman, and I can't pick just one. So they're all great. Depends on the day of the week.
I like that last one. Like, if they killed all of his goats, it's either it was witchcraft and he became a goat man, or he taped all the goat parts to him and started killing teenagers.
Cannot go wrong with either one of those. As long as the axe is there, the axe has got to be there. Because most cryptids don't wield
That's true. They don't
weapons.
use tools.
Right. But Goatman, yes.
So, and we're back. Gentlemen, what is your hottiest look for the autumn? That's right. We're fall is soon upon us, ladies and gentlemen, and as everyone knows, this is a fashion show now. We talk about fashion all the time, every show, for at least one segment. And my autumn look is well, you guys know I dress basically the same way every day. 365 days a year. I usually wear a button-up linen shirt with a collar, shorts or pants, and some sort of shoe. But in the autumn, this is wonderful. This is very exciting. I wear a sweatshirt or sweater over my button-up linen shirt and shorts. So this is very exciting. I really think yes, the classic fall look is, and I really think of it as like, yeah, you're on your way to a local high school or college or just, I don't know, semi-pro football game in town, and like a certain kind of like September or October evening. Maybe you're going to a fire afterward. Yeah. And so you want those layers. You want those layers of the linen shirt and the sweatshirt, or sweater, but preferably sweatshirt that says, something across the chest.
You'll give us an example?
Right. I need to know what's on this sweatshirt.
Give us an example.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, most of my sweatshirts have the names of various colleges I've attended or worked at.
Brickyard 500, Jeff Gordon.
Glow yellow.
These colors don't run.
Yeah. Big Johnson. No fear.
Fat Farm. FUBU.
Sean John. Oh no.
The real reason I love autumn weather is I like to go to the little outdoor fires in my suburban neighborhood and demand that my neighbors call me Big Johnson. That's my favorite autumn pastime.
It's really crazy.
Neighbor, I know we never speak if I can avoid it, but Big Johnson.
You see this? I'm mixing it up. This is official Looney Tunes, my friend. This is Taz wearing some backwards jeans and a sweatshirt. You see his hat flip backwards? He's like that hip hop.
Show some respect for Big Johnson and his friend Tweety Bird.
Make me call my boy Marvin the Martian over here.
This is really killing me. Just so it's clear to the listener, this program does not endorse any of these animated characters, nor emblazoning them upon your shirts.
Speak for yourself.
Well, this is a great segue into Slice's preferred autumn look.
All right. So, well, for me, I like to do something a little more refined myself. And that would be my favorite beat up, dingy sweatpants. And also I like to go a little above and beyond just a sweatshirt. You better put a hood on that bad boy, because I need that hoodie. That's right. Oh, yeah. I need a hoodie. It's like, before a snuggie. It was a simple snuggie. It needs to be a little baggy, a little loose. I'm not trying to impress anybody. Here I am. Maybe I just came from the gym. Probably not. But I like to look like maybe I did. I didn't.
Yeah. When I wear gross sweatpants around town, people always assume I've just come from the gym too.
But yeah, just I've got a few different hoodies, mostly just old stuff, sports related, and yeah, just several old pairs of Hanes. Maybe I think I got some And One sweatpants that I still rock. I got those from Walmart. Those are for when I ball.
When you were working the street courts.
That's right. The street courts up in Maryland. Mm-hmm. That was me. Woody Harrelson, that character was based on me and my life. And White Men Can't Jump. I mean, I really can't, but I can shoot it from the arch. Give me the rock.
I do remember that the glowing late September light and all those scenes in White Men Can't Jump. Yeah. Because
way to romanticize it.
Autumn.
Classic fall movie. White Men Can't Jump.
We are going Sizzler.
Sometimes when I have a fire pit outside, I just have a recording of Rosie Perez yelling at me that I play just to set my mind at ease.
You don't need a fire to play that video of Rosie Perez yelling at you.
She is the fire. What about you, Dwight?
I'm surprised Beck didn't say cardigans, and I'm surprised I'm not going to say cardigans. I'm not going to say cardigans either, even though I have so many cardigans. We may have talked about cardigans before on this show. I'm going to say cardigans again. In the last couple of years, I have
what was that?
Sorry,
What's
everybody.
happening?
We just heard a game show. I'm pretty sure we all just heard a game show.
I don't know what happened, but Mothman was playing episodes of The Price is Right through our heads.
Do you think Goatman's on Let's Make a Deal right now?
Take the box. Take the box.
Take the box, Goatman. Put down the axe. Take the box. I've started wearing flannels. And when I was young, I did not wear flannels because I did not enjoy grunge music. It was not my thing. I was the exact age when it came out to like it, but I didn't. I thought it was angry and noisy and bad. I still think most of it is that way. And flannels were ruined for an entire generation of people that had taste in music. So I just thought in the last couple years, I thought, well, that moment has passed. And I'm all about comfort now. And flannels are great. If it gets too cold, button them up. If not, they're just hanging there. It gives you a way to bring a bunch of different colors into your wardrobe. Yeah, and they're more comfortable than cardigans. So they win on that round for sure. Also, I've upped my sock game. I've tried to get really cozy socks and match them with the outfit I'm wearing, even though no one will ever see them because my jeans are too long. But I'll know that I'm really stepping up. I think that's yeah.
That's a little gift you give yourself, knowing that the socks are popping. Yeah, just for you and anyone who's lucky enough to catch just a glimpse of ankle.
You guys
socks make quite a difference.
That's right. When we'll play a game next time we see each other this fall. Like you guys can see what color flannel and New Balances I'm wearing and guess what color my socks are. It'll be a fun thing just for the three of us.
It'll be more fun if we gamble on it.
And I'm going to keep some Soundgarden, Nirvana, and Temple the Dog on my phone so I can play it every time you show up in a flannel.
Oh, damn it. And I just realized that flannels also have a pocket. So you lose one of my favorite things about cardigans, which is I have a place for my hard candies.
Well, not all cardigans have pockets. It is important to check to make sure the cardigan you're buying does have pockets.
Yes, that's true.
Where else will Pawpaw keep his Werthers?
Sometimes I have a handkerchief in there. It's not just all.
Ooh, look at this candy. It looks like a little wrapped up strawberry. Delicious.
There's some candy, a screw. He doesn't know where it goes. An antique button.
Dentures, hearing aid, it's all there. Ticket to the 1937 World Fair. We've got it
Some
all in
Christmas
this
seals.
cardigan.
Yeah.
I really should return those hearing aids to those people.
Some gold bonds. Look at these gold bonds.
They're never going to enjoy that Lumineers concert without these hearing aids.
I have to. Dwight's comment reminded me of a different time that my wife won tickets to a concert, and we went to see Robert Plant perform in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Yes, I was with you.
Is it Robert Plant or Richard Plant?
Robert Plant. I was with you. Yes.
Oh yes, that's right. Dwight was with me. Yeah, and we were among the younger people there at this concert, but I felt like the oldest person because these people much older than me were, oh yeah, I know this music and these songs and the words, and I felt like the world's youngest curmudgeon, which is nice because I usually am not that.
I wouldn't have known any. He was with Alison Krauss, and I wouldn't have known any of the songs other than they did play 3 Led Zeppelin songs. I knew those. But yeah, Beck, I know your cutoff for knowing new music is 1877, and mine is 1977.
Slices is 2077. Rock on.
That's right.
Into the future.
You guys are so 2000 and late. Got him. Finally, it's my turn once again to be a naughty, naughty boy and hit you with my naughty for the week. What is your naughtiest word? Now, I'm not talking about just like profane curse words or anything like that, but I'm talking about a word that makes your skin crawl when you hear it, and you just really, really would rather not people mention that when you're around. Like, for example, I know a lot of people have a strong aversion to the word moist. All right, reasonably so. I mean, yeah, if we're talking cake, I'm cool with it. Anything else? Nah, I'd rather not. So my naughtiest word is fecal. Ah. God.
No,
it's the worst. Yes, exactly.
The show is over.
See? Fecal. Sorry. It's the worst. And when you throw matter behind that, it amplifies it. It's just, it's terrible. See? You could say shit. You could say poop, caca, doo-doo, whatever. That's fine. I don't mind it. But when you throw the F-bomb...
We should have emailed each other our responses, and we should have had a word buddy. We should have done this in a rotation where somebody else was saying the word for each other. That's what we should have done.
Yeah, because I'm going to try my best not to say it again. I said it once.
Because
it's enough.
Fecal matter. I don't care. Fecal matter's fine. What?
That's terrible.
I just had a colonoscopy, and I had to clear myself of all that fecal matter.
I'm muting me. They're muting my head.
Oh, what? Maybe.
Some of it was moist.
This is...
Oh, God damn it.
That's it. Shit jokes. This is how we're going to break through. This is how the show's going to get there.
The feces has hit the fan around here. See, I can say that. Feces, I still don't care for it, but it's the other one. We put the AL on the end, and I don't want any part of it. And you know what? Here's something I was thinking about when I thought about this topic, is more often than not, the scientific term is a lot more gross than what we call it, like vomit, puke, or vomit, for example. You'd be like, puke, throw up. Fine. Vomit, no, don't like vomit. It's not as bad as the F-bomb.
I think puke is way worse.
You think
than
puke's
vomit.
worse? I don't know. Puke.
I mean,
it's the liquid U. It's the puke.
Not good.
Puke. But vomit. I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's the 2 syllables. And when you get one and done, I'm good. Because it's like poop versus that F word with 2 syllables. Yeah, don't care for it. But yeah, I just doesn't rub me the right way. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on my words, so I would like to torture Dwight for really giving. Go ahead.
But before we move to Dwight, I have an important subsidiary announcement. A word that I detest, partly because it's close to fecal, is fecund, as in fertile, FECUND.
Yeah.
Which is a word that basically you never hear spoken aloud.
Good
in
reason.
Society, because of, I don't know, television and the internet has ruined us. But whenever I come across it on a page, which I've done, I don't know, maybe twice, I go, oh, gross. No, it's terrible.
Damn FEC. Blech.
Yeah. No.
If now is the opportunity for me to raise this podcast up above the fecal matter, just really bring us to a new level. I'm not going to do that because hey buddy, I'm about to have mine, don't worry about it. It's going to make me sound super immature because they're both slang for genitals. I'm sorry, that's just what they are. Okay, one is coochie. Oh my God, no. Nope. The other is pecker. Nope. Mm-mm. No.
Well, I went down yonder and had a hoochie. It gets hotter.
That's different.
How hot is a hoochie coochie, Dwight? What do you think?
I mean, it's definitely humid. For sure. It's like too humid.
How moist.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry.
I can't. Hey, if this is your first time listening, God bless you. God bless you.
We appreciate it. Would say see you next week, but I know that's probably not going to happen.
Do you guys remember when... Oh, Slice, you probably don't remember this. Beck, you will remember. There was a bar in Huntington called Peckers.
I did hear of that. Yeah, I never went.
Yes, it was in what used to be the restaurant of what used to be a Holiday Inn, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So something like that. Yeah.
See,
and it was weird and gross in there.
When you call your establishment Peckers, you're immediately giving me Myrtle Beach vibes, if I'm being honest. Peckers.
Well, Beck wears his Big Johnson sweatshirt in there.
And we're going to go to their sister coffee shop, Coochie's, in the morning and try to work off this hangover. Could I get a venti coochie, please?
No, why?
Oh, I don't know why, Dwight. Let me just think about 5 minutes ago when you really hit me with those F-bombs.
My runner-up, during the pandemic, we watched a lot of diners, drive-ins, and dives. And at some point during the run, someone taught Guy Fieri the word unctuous.
Ooh.
And yeah, right? That's the proper, yeah. And he says it a lot. And coming out of that bleach blonde tipped donkey sauced mouth, it's not great. It's not great.
Oh, God. Yep. No, it is not functious at all. All right, Beck, lay him on us.
Not functious is so funny. It's not. It's not funny, but goddamn.
Sometimes something so bad, it's got a little bit of humor to it. Let's start burying all of our bombs here in the shit segment, the literal shit segment. Because, boys, do you know what? It's choking time. It's choking time. And speaking of choking, I kind of misunderstood.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, we built this up to a level of class that I don't know if you could maintain. Dignity, I think, is what we've displayed so far.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going into the most grotesque sewer system that exists, the world financial system. For my that's right, topical references, folks. Topical references. My gross word that I don't like to say and sends me into a rage when I hear it, is crypto. Crypto is a terrible word. First of all, it sounds like a word for a hilarious made-up thing. It starts with a K sound, it has that plosive P in it, and it ends with an O. Words that end in O are only meant for comedy or Spanish, or sometimes both. And crypto is dumb. I hate it so much. When I buy my wife jewelry, I want to buy it with money or dollars, or maybe just a handful of loose gemstones. I do not want to buy it with something called fucking crypto.
You heard it here first, folks. Michael Beck hates Superman's dog.
I was going to say, don't see that new Superman, man. Don't see it. You got to pass on that Superman movie.
Yep. Oh, they named it. Why would they do that to a dog?
To be fair, that dog was named long before we had to deal with crypto.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a Japanese restaurant last weekend, and they had a crypto ATM in the waiting area.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are we doing here? What is...
I've seen those, yeah. Yep.
Which I thought was like, wow, that's crazy that they have one of those. But then this is the same restaurant like 4 years ago that tried to use robot waiters. I was like, this all checks out. This makes sense.
Crypto is really one of those things where like horseshoe theory is real for me, and it combines my most left-wing and right-wing views, because like there is nothing more beautiful than American money. Everyone accepts it. Everyone knows what a fucking $100 is worth. I don't know what 100 fucking slice bucks are worth, you know, or Dwight Slappe. I do not know what these things are, and I don't like that my Dwight Slappe.
Dogecoin.
Dwight Slappe was what I called my business when I was selling my soiled underwear online.
What? But you're missing an opportunity. Beck
It
bucks.
wasn't my butt.
Beck bucks. Think about Beck bucks. Doesn't that have a nice ring to it?
Yeah.
Beck
this
bucks.
is also a great segue into me hawking our new signature cryptocurrency, Beck bucks, to the listener. This is a great way to get in on the ground floor.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's to the moon, fellas, to the moon.
Because we all know the value of 100 Beck bucks. They're priceless.
We should totally start our own crypto if any of us had any clue how to do such a stupid fucking thing.
I was just going to take my Monopoly board and like get them out and write Beck bucks on the top. Or
I was going to say, is it like geocaching? Do we write
Coochie
on some
coins.
washers and hide them in a cemetery in Southern Ohio somewhere?
And you take a weird little army guy out of there and leave like a souvenir plastic cup.
Right.
But, yeah.
and then profit.
Yep. This whole series, all these episodes have been riddles and maps to find our cryptocurrencies out here in the wild. So go back and re-listen, and then you too can find Beck bucks.
Well, thanks for listening, everyone. We sure are glad you stopped by.
And we hope you have a great week.
Good night, everyone. We love you.
Thank you for listening. This has been Two Hotties and a Naughty, a podcast about life's little victories and constant disappointments, as hosted by Michael Beck, Hicks, and Dwight Slappe. Editing and production by Michael Sullivan. Our theme is Handel's Entrance of the Queen of Sheba for Two Oboes, Strings, and Continuo Allegro, as performed by the Advent Chamber Orchestra. Crystal Howe speaking.